Hello, middle school families. I am the principal of Duniway Middle School, Hilary Brittan.
And I am the principal at Patton Middle School, Allison Eitzen.
And we are so excited to welcome your student back to in-person learning this school year.
We know that you may have many questions about what the school year will look like, and we hope to answer many of your questions in this short video.
And as always, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us in our offices and we'll be happy to help you. So this year, the Oregon Department of Education has released new guidance for the reopening of schools. Many of the rules from last year have shifted. The overall goal is to welcome our students back to in-person learning and a return to our strong school community where relationships, academics, and social emotional learning take place. The safety of our students and staff is paramount. For this reason, we will continue to have safety practices in place that align with our state guidance and mandates. We're also looking forward to a return to our after-school athletics and activities.
We know students learn best through strong relationships with their teachers, other school staff, and their classmates. We have heard your concerns about the isolation and upheavals about the pandemic and are focused on making your children feel welcome and safe at school. As a staff, we are working on ways to help your students smoothly transition back to full-time learning in school. We want to have your children back with us, and we plan to gently guide them back to learning in the classroom.
The middle schools will return to our pre-pandemic hours, and we do have a new bell schedule for the 2021-22 school year. So look for the new middle school bell schedules in our newsletters, which will be posted to Parent Square. School starts at 8:20 a.m. and ends at 3:15 p.m. We're also excited to offer free lunch and breakfast for all students. During mealtime, students will physically distance to the extent possible, and all safety protocols will be followed.
Masks are required for all students and staff inside the buildings. Masks are not required outside or while eating. We will offer outdoor physical education, weather permitting, as well as mask breaks. The mask policy will be enforced by redirecting students with patience and grace, just like any other school rule.
We will continue to work closely with Yamhill County Health, and will follow the safety guidance provided by the Oregon Department of Education and the Oregon Health Authority. We will follow the guidance for 3 feet of physical distancing among students to the extent possible. We will also follow the quarantine protocols set out by the county. Our classrooms will continue to use Google Classroom, and if we find ourselves in a position where we need to pivot to comprehensive distance learning, the students will take their Chromebooks home and continue learning until the period of time has passed. All school staff will be trained on the relevant protocols and practices.
Our hallways will be limited to students and staff during arrival, dismissal, and in between classes. Supervision in hallways during passing periods will be utilized in order to help ensure physical distance. Thank you for understanding the importance of this safety procedure as we reopen our buildings for in-person learning.
Students who live in busing zones should have been contacted via Parent Square about family transportation plans. If you live within a busing zone and have not received this information, please check your Parent Square messages or contact the school office. Unlike pre-pandemic days, students cannot ride a bus unless they are registered. Registration allows us to plan cohort sizes, physical distancing, and perform contact tracing if necessary. Masks are required on buses, and buses will have windows open to improve the airflow.
Both new and returning students need to register for school. You can find the online pre-registration link on the front page of our school websites. For returning students, pre-registration is mostly checking your current information and updating any information that has changed. The remainder of the registration process is in person.
At registration, new middle school students will receive their Chromebooks, and all students will receive their class schedules.
We'll see you at middle school registration.